Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Coastal Breeze ceiling fan. It is manufactured in the second quarter of 1995. It's a 44-inch ceiling fan in antique brass finish. I got this from Brandon C. Johnson recently. It was a 4 fan out of the 8 that I'm showing to you guys. The second one that I'm actually able to test, or 4 test that is, since one of them I could 4 test, but I had to bust the switch housings, and it's not the way I prefer to 4 test fans, and the other one just needs to be hung up. And so, yeah. Now, this is a pretty sentimental fan to me. Well, not this exact one, but just a 44-inch Coastal Breeze and antique brass in general, among of some other finishes they came in. But yeah, I have a lot of memories of Coastal Breeze fans, so they are pretty sentimental fans, despite them not being the best fans made by Hunter. Sorry, my voice is a bit fuzzy because my nose is stuffed up since it's raining a lot, and it does affect my allergies a bit. So yeah. But back to my grandfather. When he moved out of the house that his mother passed away in back in like 2002, 2003, which was actually happened on my 6th birthday, right after I left. I remember like when he was about to move, he showed me that he had some fans that he was going to install at the new place he was moving to, and there was a Coastal Breeze in 44 inches. There were 3 Coastal Breeze in 44 inches, one in antique brass, and 2 of them were in white and brass. And they were actually the older boxes they had. Like, I'm pretty sure they was like from the late 90s. They were like the green box with the picture of the fan in the center. I remember him having those boxes. So I think he got them like at a place that had them on clearance or something like that. But I know he got them for pretty cheap. So yeah. So when he moved, he put the antique brass one in a like storage room. Like there was 3 bedrooms, but there was like room that he had like a lot of clutter in. And the other 2, he put them in the bedrooms. One of them was in his bedroom, and the other one was in the guest bedroom, where if anybody slept over, they'd use that room. And every time I slept over, I used the one that was in the guest bedroom. And the 2 that were in the bedrooms, like the white and brass ones, they both had low profile white kits on them. The same type not the type that I have. That looks like the Hinter Bay gazebo like kit that they have. It looks more. It's more like the well, it was the type that you have like the chains in the center that you pull through like the center of it. So yeah, they did look a bit strange on them for me, but since I liked them so much like that, I didn't mind it. But and then he got a Harbor Breeze Cheshire for the kitchen in white, 42 inches, and he moved to Florida like back in 2009. So yeah, I was pretty sad when he left the fans behind. I do have pictures of the Coastal Breeze fans, and I did put them in a slideshow of fans I don't see anymore, part 1, so you can find them in there. But the antique brass one that he had them all the Coastal Breeze fans hooked up to remotes. But he misplaced he couldn't find the one for the antique brass one, so I can never see it. Even if you turn it on by the switch, it was like turned off by the remote. You had to like turn it on by the remote, so I don't know what was up with that. So yeah. But yeah. Since then, I've been trying to find like the ones that he used to have. I got the Cheshire out of the way, and the same exact type that he had. And now I have the antique brass Coastal Breeze, same type that he had. So now I just need to get the white and brass Coastal Breeze with a low profile light, and I'll have like basically the same fans that he used to have. They might still be there to this day. I don't know, but I haven't really checked. I'm not gonna bother since they are pretty common fans, but. Yeah, I did have a lot of memories of them back whenever I would sleep over and stuff. So they were pretty sentimental to me. So to get the same types of fans that he had back then, it's just kind of like brings back the memories. So it's kind of like reliving them in a way. So that's why I got this from Brandon. So yeah, it's in pretty good shape. Here's the Hunter logo. Something I do want to point out is the blades seem to be a bit faded, the walnut blades. They like that on both sides, so yeah. So, and I do have the pull chain taped up, so it won't be making any noise. So let's go ahead and start off on low. Sorry about that. My mom was using the bathroom. It's not really her fault, so yeah. Now, despite these being a cheaper fan by Hunter, I do like these a lot. since they have a nice classic Hunter look to them, and they're just pretty unique looking fans in my opinion. Just very simple. Yeah, the blade alignment's not in the best shape. There's like two of them that are out of clock, and there's two of them that are like in good alignment. So yeah. But yeah, the blades seem to be more pretty faded compared to the Silent Breeze. It's basically the same thing as this, but the vents are not as skinny as the vents that the Coastal Breeze has. I do have a few videos of that, so you can look those up. And I will be posting the video that Brandon C. Johnson did of this fan in the description below. So do check that out. Also, I forgot to mention the little knob, like the little thing that's in the center of the switch housing, not the screws, but the little thing that covers up the hole where the light kit will go. That was not included with this fan. That's actually from the Silent Breeze. Since when Brandon got this fan, it had a light kit, a forearm light kit. So he kept the light kit, of course. So I put that on here since just to make it look more complete for the video. So yeah, has a good low speed. Now these aren't extremely powerful fans, but for the size, they're not too bad. And for being an economic fan, they're not too bad as well. But they really aren't. I don't really recommend them to someone who wants like a fan that moves a ton of air. But if you just want someone that does a job, this isn't really a bad choice. I'll be honest. But yeah, it does have a nice low speed. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's like perfect low speed for, especially for a four-bladed fan. Alright, let me go ahead and does the video moving closer? It doesn't really move too much air on low. Well, it's also because I'm right on James Definitive. I have that on low, so yeah, it moves. Now that I'm closer, it's moves some air on low, but not too much. Now for medium, the low speed's good if you just need it to move a little bit of air, especially like in the winter time. Has a decent medium speed. It's not. I mean, back when I tested the white one, I really felt like they were a lot better than what I think of it now. But that's also because I didn't really test too many fans that were at. I didn't test too many better quality fans at the time, so my views of it, like of its performance, is not the same as it was before. It's not bad air movement from it, but like it's not as good as what I've compared to what I've experienced more recently. So yeah. Well, compared to the more recent fans that I've been testing. So I mean, I am feeling a decent breeze from it on medium. Now, I did try to pitch the blades a little bit to see if that would help, but I actually just ended up slowing it down. So I just put them back to the way they were. But yeah, I mean, for a small room, this definitely wouldn't be a bad choice. Although I probably would put something a little bit better. I mean, or if I had no choice, I would probably would do this. But since I have the low profile, I probably would choose that instead of this, since those are, in my opinion, I think are a little bit better in quality and performance. Well, I haven't really tested the 42-inch ones yet, but I know they are better than the Coastal Breeze. But even though they're not the best fans from Hunter, they are, in my opinion, I feel like a fan that's pretty well known in the fan community. I feel like it's just kind of like a fan that, it's kind of a unique fan just to have in a collection. It's kind of like a fan like, oh yeah, a lot of collectors have those in their collection, so it's kind of like a fan that, in my opinion, just for me personally, like it's fan like, oh yeah, it's just something that a lot of collectors have. So kind of like to have like something that's, oh yeah, I got one too. Kind of like to have, kind of like, I don't know, it's a bit strange, but like, I don't know, it's just something that I feel like is, some people do like in the fan community, some people don't. I like them, so yeah. It's like some fans I feel like are like worth having for the collection. Just like all those, I remember the Coastal Breezes as a kid and stuff like. Oh yeah, those like pretty well known fans and stuff like that. They're pretty popular in the community, so might as well have one. So yeah. And also that's the other reason why Brandon sold this to me because he was not impressed. So yeah. But yeah, let me go ahead and move it up to high. I mean, it does go pretty fast on high. You know. Now, honestly, like, if I did have to put this in like a small room, I wouldn't mind it because it does do the job. I really can't say it's a bad air mover. It's not, but it's not as good as like other fans made by Hunter. But I mean, it is kind of expected from an economic fan by them, so it kind of makes sense. It's definitely better than like a Landmark or like Whittletons and stuff like that. Or Landmark's not as bad as the Whittleton, but they're not that great either. But it does do the job well. I mean, if you're just looking for a fan to do the job in a small room, I wouldn't say this isn't a fan to get. Like, if you can't find a Casablanca fan that size, I mean, if you can get one of these, I mean, they're not bad. I would just say that. Like, if you just want, I would put one of these like in a family member's house, since they do the job, and they're pretty common, so it's not a huge loss if it gets a bit messed up. But since I have a lot of childhood memories of them, I kind of want to just have the ones. If I like find spare ones, I would like sell them to other people and stuff. But I just want to have like the ones, have this one since this is the same type that my grandfather used to have. So yeah. Right, let me bring it in closer so you guys can hear the air movement. I mean, it's actually not that bad of an air mover, but when I tested it the other day, just to see how it runs, I didn't have time to test it, like do a video of it. But I just wanted, I assembled it last night just to see how it runs. It's not bad, like, it's more air moving that you feel like closer to it. It doesn't really spread the air around that much compared to other fans. But I mean, for a small room, this definitely would. I don't know. Now that I mean, from like right here, I feel. I don't know. It's not that bad actually. It's almost like if you're just more used to like a fan that moves a lot of air, like a Casablanca, this definitely won't seem that impressive to you. But for a fan that size, it's really not too bad. I don't know. It does a job. I'll just say that. It's not like a fan that I would definitely like keep up just because I want to like just recommend this if you're looking for like a good amount of like a ton of air movement. But yeah, air movement wise, I'd give it for like 100 air movement or just air movement wise in general, I'd give like a 7 out of 10, I guess. 6.5 or 7 out of 10. It's maybe not that bad of an air mover. Like right underneath it, that is. Yeah, for a bedroom, this wouldn't be too bad, I guess, for a small bedroom. Yeah, let's do a spin down, and then I'll put it on reverse. But, yeah, they are pretty nice fans. I do like them. They definitely do the job, though. I'll say that. I definitely want to install a 52-inch window. I know you have known a 52-inch one might move a decent amount of air. It just moves. It moves some air, like enough that's comfortable, in my opinion. But if I want something that's like reliable, like if it's hot out, I would not use the Coastal Breeze. But yeah. I don't know if you guys remember, but that apartment, it was like I did like a video of an apartment that we possibly could have moved into. Had the Encon Corinthian and the 42-inch antique brass low profile. When I was if we did move there, I probably would have put up one of the Coastal Breezes or the Silent Breeze in the bedroom since they were pretty small, or the kitchen. But, yeah. So let me go ahead and put it on reverse. Starting off with low, because at the time I didn't have the 42-inch low profiles, so those would have been like the only. I could have put up the Summer Breeze, but I feel like the Coastal Breeze would have been easier. Since I feel like school I could have put, but I just didn't want one for like the office or something like that. If I had since I had 3 bedrooms, but yeah, probably would have put the Summer Breeze in my mom's bedroom if we moved into that place. Alright, here it is on low on reverse. Now for medium. I'm not gonna show it longer, it's really the same thing. I also want to move on to the next video I need to do with it. Now for high. I'm starting to have a little bit of a cool startup sound on high. Didn't hear it when I was on forward though, it's a bit strange. Oh, you guys can hear that though. Yeah, I like these fans. I wouldn't mind installing one of these in my own place in the future, just for like a guest room. Probably something better, but I might install these in my own place one of these days just to do the job. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.